Hello and welcome to our weekly. Well, it's not really our weekly, as we do a 2 per week. So, is that bi-weekly? I don't know. This is our stream, and I'm starting off with playing Shenmue 2 on the Dreamcast. We finished the original Shenmue about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So since then, we've had the announcement of the HD re-releases, which is really exciting. Now you're gonna have to excuse me because I do this thing now where I do all my promotional posts just after I've gone live, which normally, when you're doing a group thing, you can all sort of tell someone to talk whilst you do all the boring stuff. If you want a quick tick, I'll post that all out, and then you have my undivided attention, apart from obviously playing on the video game itself. So, let's get my screens up. Paddy's asking if I can turn myself up a smidge, which I can. Thank you, Paddy. So I'm going to switch myself over to the game, which is this one here, and we are going to start a brand new game on Shenmue 2. Oh, shit. And we can use our save file from Shenmue 1 to carry over some information. So we've got Paddy in the chat, and we've got Alan in the chat. Nice to see you both. Nice to see you both here. Putting a shift in. They call me Fussy Paddy. Fussy Paddy. So unlike the first game, which was with English voices, which were hilariously bad, this game is, well, the Dreamcast version of it anyway, has the Japanese voices with subtitles. So for those who are not into that sort of stuff, then a tough shit, I suppose. You can buy it on the original Xbox. Oh, hey Darius, thanks for coming in, man. Love this game so much. I want to say this game came out in the year 2001. I think it did. But not that anyone else liked, but. Oh, I still need to make a Paddy a what's he called? A mod. So, for anyone who doesn't know about the original Shenmue, original Shenmue is the story of Yu Suzuki getting revenge for the murder of his father at the hands of Lan Di, who is the head of a Chinese syndicate called the Chiyu Men. The story where we jump in now has Ryo travel from Japan to Hong Kong in order to track down Lan Di through a man called Ju Yanda, or as it's spelled in the Japanese version because they switched around the surname and the first name, Ayanda Ju. And that's who we're trying to find. There you go, guys. Brought you all up to speed, bro. I have to admit, I haven't played the Dreamcast 2, sorry, the Shenmue 2 on the Dreamcast in a long time. I'm pretty damn excited to play it on original Dreamcast. I've played it emulated a few times, and I've only recently bought my Dreamcast version of it again after I lost like my original one I bought ages ago. Oh, we've got Jude Dizzle. Oh no, not Jude Dizzle, because that's actually a different person, but I'm going to call her J-Dog. Judith, how are you doing this beautiful evening? You've missed everything, Judith. Classic Judith. First of all, we've got to find Wan Chai, which is an area in the area called Aberdeen. Now, I'm not sure if Wan Chai is in Aberdeen or Aberdeen is in Wan Chai. I have no idea. Should we stay and listen to a song? A creepy, creepy song. Played the first game about 9 years ago. It's, Yeah, I played the first game probably not long after it and came out. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it day one, but I was, you know, bought it within a few weeks of it being out. So, what is that? Like 18 years ago? Let's put some money in because we are fundamentally good people. So all the money that I had made in the first game has been converted into Hong Kong dollars in the currency exchange rate, I believe, at the time, to, yeah, from Japanese yen to Hong Kong dollars. And due to the fact that I helped them, they have pointed me in the way of one chai, which is very vaguely not in, well, they said in this direction, which my choices are this direction or this direction, and that direction takes me back out to sea, so not huge help as far as help goes. So something you can do, this is a little thing that I do when I play through Shenmue 2. Something happens in the story very early on, which means you lose all of your money. So one of the best things to do is to buy quite a lot of stuff before that happens, and then you can sell that stuff afterwards to get a bit of money. Oh mate, that's tragic. Disc 1 slid underneath your bed when it got sliced in half. I would have literally cried. Because like, to buy them now, the original Dreamcast versions, like these ones, like the original Dreamcast versions, they're expensive now. Like the original Shenmue I bought for £35 from a CEX, which I thought was actually pretty good for CEX. Then I bought this one online for £65, I want to say. So this girl here, interesting enough, for people who don't know, when Yu Suzuki wrote the original story, he wrote it in so many chapters. I want to say 16, but I could be wrong. Across a series of chapters, and the first game pretty much covers the first chapter. This covers chapters like 3 to 5 or something like that, and chapter 2 actually involves that girl who he's waving off to now, a lot on the boat where he has a fight with the final villain. It's all done on a comic book. So they're saying that I will stay here if I want. Capsule toys, guys. More capsule toys. If I want to, but we probably won't. We'll probably get further enough in the story that we can play. We can go and stay at a proper inn rather than this kind of slum. But let's talk to them for the sake of friendliness. He wants to answer. Why do rivers flow? Rivers flow due to ocean? Yeah, damn right. Mate. I have two choices of drink this evening. I have a black currant, which I think is the working man's sort of dream, and I have a Budweiser, which I'm yet to open, so I'm going to open that now. Probably spill it all over myself. Any more exciting dock shifts in this game? You do not drive a forklift in this game like you do the last time, but you can get a job at the pier, moving crates around in a very weird way. So I'm probably not going to make tonight's stream very very long. I'm probably going to sort of call it a day around about 12 o'clock. I'm going to sort of do this around the 2-hour sort of mark. So be cool if some guys come along for the ride. See if we can get in some fights, see if we can get in some trouble. So I can use this area to come and sleep earlier on. Okay, now something weird is happening, because if I'm right in thinking, alright, okay, I thought it switched around like the L and R, because I'm used to right being run and L being look. I thought it switched it around. I'm having no part of you, love. Yeah, it happens pretty early on in the game as well, so you probably, chances are you'll see it during this stream, early in the game that you get introduced to it. But the thing is, it's not like the first game. It's something they have you do once and then you can choose to do it. It's not like in the first game where you have to do those certain amount of days working at the pier. It's just if you want to earn a bit of cash, you can go and do a job. Those arms are jagged, but I like it. I still think, even now, this game still looks pretty good. You know, 2001, man. All the other games at the time that come out did not look nowhere near good as this. The colour meaning, oh, look at that. The chat's lively. Intrigue is red. So if I beat this guy, he'll help me out. Pet $10 to see if I can beat him. Yeah, let's do it. We can't say no, really, can you? I am Japanese. So I've been spouting quite. You might have seen the video on the channel that came out a couple of weeks ago about the game Yakuza, which I've only recently been getting in the past few months, and I was even playing it earlier on today with my brother, and God, that game's so good. But yeah, this game very much has a lot of parallels with Yakuza, and it'd be great to see it come back. Really would. I'm really looking forward to the third one. Even if it is awful, I'll still probably enjoy it. I can't remember how to do this. I don't know what I was supposed to do. I lost. I'm going to do that again, because honestly it's been that long since I played Shenmue 2. So he told me nothing because I didn't win. But I am not done with you, fun. I saw that I had to press A. But honestly, I don't remember how to actually do the arm wrestling. My honor is on the line here. Well, guys. So, what has everyone been up to with their weekend? Anyone got any interesting things to tell me, or is it just all the usual? I saw something about pressing A, so I'm going to press A. Come on, amigo. Right, this time, son. You're getting messed up. Do I have to press A as fast as I can? I imagine that's what it is. Yeah, son. It's press A as fast as you can. Yeah, boom. Oh, nice. Been working on Halo stuff. Ooh, awesome. You have to share that with us in a Discord when you're done, mate. That'd be awesome. So now he's willing to help me, even though I lost the first one. Judy was right, I did have to repeatedly tap A. There you go. He's giving us instructions to one chai. One chai? One chai? I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things I say during the stream that's probably not right. Very interesting. Chances are, if I see your material again, I may remember it. It's a bit rude. This is Joy, one of the main characters. Hey, we've got Sid here. Hey, Belden. How's it going, buddy? Feel free in chat as well if you ever want to throw any questions at me for the night. I pretty much will answer anything with 70% truth, so which I feel is a strong ratio. So before I carry on with the story, I need to buy a bucket load of capsule toys because that's what's important in life. Alright, mate, chill out. Oh, he flatters me, Mr. Handsome. You close your eyes during the cutscene, it sounds like hentai. Nice. I love hentai. It's my favourite. I like the bits where they have tentacles in it. That makes me really happy. Because, I don't know, with non-hentai, like adult material, I can buy a Zippo. Life is sweet. Might as well. Just buy a Zippo, bro. I can't remember what I was talking about, but I'm sure it would have had a very, very good punchline to it, so. Right. I don't. Are these capsule toys? Because lighters don't feel like a capsule toys. Lighters feel like, you know, lighters. Right. I swear, there's this stand. These are capsule toys in sets. This is what we're after, fam. Right. So these have different names. I'm just gonna leave the chat to what is up to and buy me some capsule toys. Oh, then VF Wolf 2 Virtual Fighter. Yeah, these are all things from Virtual Fighter. Which, oddly enough, I was playing Virtual Fighter 5 earlier when I was playing on Yakuza, because you can go into the arcades on Yakuza and play on Virtual Fighter 5. Pretty cool, yo. Decoration. Just gonna buy this whole stand-up. There's definitely hentai inside most of us. Ew. I think. I don't know. How does one get hentai inside? This is what I don't understand. Super Ball 3, which is, as we know, is a pinnacle out of the Super Ball series. I'm Rob, and I love Yakuza. I do. Thank you. I didn't notice that you had a notice, but it's nice to know, Paddy mate, that you also have a notice, because it's a beautiful thing. Someone said "ooer" today. Ooer. You're right, boys. I reckon I should try and do the rest of the stream in fucking Cornish accent. Alright, guys. Welcome to my stream. Oh, fuck. I pressed on the wrong thing there. Just pull really hard, Paddy. I just leave you guys to it. Alright, let's buy Hero. Hero sounds sick. Man, I didn't realise there were so many of these. Is that a Budweiser? It certainly is, Paddy. It seems to like it's like our channel is sponsored by Budweiser, which like I expect out of the 9 viewers that are currently here at the minute, one of them is our representative from Budweiser. Sorry about this part of the gameplay, guys. It's not very exciting, but it's good to see chat is keeping people plenty busy whilst I get this boring bit out of the way. Well, you know, it's not boring, but it is also not very exciting either. I am choosing this one. This is why I chose it. You silly little twit. 20 minutes in and look at what the chat is. Yeah, this is how our chats go. They descend into a sexiness, I suppose. Here's a question for the chat. Tomorrow, depending on the weather, if the weather's nice, we're gonna have a barbecue. But if it's shit, we're gonna have a Sunday dinner. And I'm really torn about which one I'm more excited by. People in the chat, let me know. Which way would you side? Barbecue or a Sunday roast? Judith, how would you feel if you found out my red onesie had a little flap for the butt? I used to have a onesie with a butt flap because, you know, who wants to climb out of their onesie to do a poo? Seriously. Excuse me whilst I go change. What, into a similar onesie, or have you soiled your onesie? I have no idea. Barbecue all the way, do the roast when it's raining. Barbecue, that's 2 votes for barbecue. Nice. We have fans of that meat, yo. 3-0 to the barbecue. Cool. Yeah, I really hope we can do a barbecue. Obviously, if the weather's nice, because it was a bit overcast today, and we're going to do one, and then we decided not to. Then as soon as we got back from the shop, the clouds parted, and it was really nice for a bit. So I was like, oh shit. But providing the chance of rain is low tomorrow, probably just going to do a barbecue. Paddy, this is a very critical part of the game. This is part of the story. This is a critical part of the game in the sense of if I walk any further, I'm going to get robbed. I already know this for a fact because I have the full knowledge to remember the last time I played this about 10 years ago. But yeah, I get robbed and I lose all of my money. But in this game, you can sell capsule toys. So something I worked out because I'm an absolute genius. If you buy all your capsule toys before you get robbed and then sell them after you get robbed, then, you know, who wins? By the way, what's the point of this? I haven't played the game yet. You're not really seeing the game at its best, I have to admit, because I've just gone to a store and I'm just buying everything. But this, yeah, what is the point of this? It's a story. It's a video game. You go and, you know, you hit some people in the face who said some stuff about you. Well, actually, they did a bit more than that. Some guy murdered your father, and you're on a tale of revenge, and intrigue, and mystery, and conspiracy. Have I bought them all? Woohoo! Life is sweet. I've bought all of the boxes. So, those boxes will do for now. I think it's time to go get robbed. Right, chat, what meat is on your barbecue? Oh, I think tomorrow we definitely have to go for a bit of steak. Probably some sort of marinated pork. Kebabs, chicken ones, you know, marinate them in something, a lemon and herb or something, with some peppers and mushrooms and stuff. Skewers, burgers, but you know, not a frozen burgers you just throw on, proper quarter pounders. And I think you're pretty much there. Whereas Paddy adds a sausage and an holy amount of sausage. My little floopen scoopen. That is such a Paddy answer. Oh no. They stole me bag. Oh, bumfuck. Oh no. I lost me fucking bag, man. I needed that. That had be toilet roll in it. The Phoenix mirror is inside that bag, which is an important artifact. And you've been in Hong Kong for literally 5 minutes. You've lost your bag. You absolute butt cheese. Right, let's go and talk to this woman. More of a girl than a woman, but you know, who am I to judge? He did murder your father on your 18th birthday, which is, you know, as far as dick moves go, pretty fucking dicky like. The Poison Brothers might know something. They sound like a pleasant sort of folk. Pretty infamous bad boys around here. I have to admit, in my area, I'm not one to brag, but I am quite a infamous, a bad boy around the mean streets of Hina. That's not where I live. I mean, I like it. It obviously is, and you know, it is a town, not like a street. So, did try and find me. You'd have a job because I never go outside. Hentai again with that female NPC. We're gonna have a good time. Are you talking about the one that I was just talking to? Because I'm pretty sure she was underage. I mean, you know, swings and roundabouts, as they say, but you know, personally, you know, swings and roundabouts. Different strokes for different folks, as a person I know every now and again says. So, we've got to find the Poison Brothers, who, weirdly enough, these are the Poison Brothers. How did you know that, Rob? Might be because I know what I'm doing. Here's a question for the group. Anyone here particularly looking forward to E3 this year? If so, let me know what game you're looking forward to seeing and why. Whilst I watch a cutscene. Okay, it was my bag. So, for people in the stream, I'm going to do the boring self-promotion thing. We are Twisted Blood Gaming. We stream and do videos and all that kind of stuff. Do the usual YouTube stuff, which we're probably about 8 years too late for. But if you enjoy the stuff, or even if you just wouldn't mind, we are a small diddy-widdy mini channel, and if you wouldn't mind, I subscribe and you know, you can watch a few of our vids and stuff. That'll be pretty fucking lush, man. That'll be fucking reet good. Meanwhile, that isn't Aberdeen. They wear a different attire, I suppose. Expecting a new Elder Scrolls. Bold. Do you think what with them doing the Fallout, probably not much chance of seeing a new Elder Scrolls? I don't get overly excited by Bethesda stuff. Like, I'll probably get a Fallout and enjoy it, but I'd never get like, oh yeah, next a Bethesda game. You know, Elder Scrolls, yeah, you know, yeah. See, if a Project Red said, "Oh, we're making The Witcher 4," I'll probably be a little bit more excited. Although I am still quite intrigued by what a Cyberpunk 2077 was. So, Joy saw him at Pigeon Park, the little boy who stole the handbag from the martial arts expert. The handbag is more of a rucksack, you know. Biker lady has a very angular butt. She does. She does. That angular butt, though. So. But some parts in this game we do get some frame rate dips because, you know, technology, I suppose. So Wong is somewhere in this park. I imagine if I run around long enough, a cutscene will be triggered. Oh, there we go. Paddy, though, by the way that you said it means that you're not all right with it, which I just think for 2018, if people want them, then that's up to them. Pigeons! Come here, you little shit. Oh no. Right. Got a feeling it's QT time. Alright, Marble, what is this fucking like Home Alone? Alright, we are going to QT the hell out of this bit. Ooh, no, yep. I've got this. Oh, I thought I fucked that one up. Whee! I like the whoosh noises. They make me very happy. Oh, and the replay effect. The replay effect is a nice touch. Oh, that was good. The whoosh noise and a replay effect. That's got me written all over it. I also do love the fact there's someone in the game called Z or Cool Z. I don't know. Time for a fight. The fighting I found was a little bit more refined in Shenmue 2, but we will soon find out because get out of here. Look, there's no need. Can't we just talk? I do like in this game they actually give you health bar for the alright. They give you health bar for other enemies as well, which I really do appreciate. Alright, mate. The camera is not on my side. Alright. The camera is not on my side here, really isn't. Yeah, oh, and then got him on the side of their face. You should fail some of the quick time events. Yeah, maybe I should do it for the stream, sort of thing. So he's going to show us where he's hidden our bag, which we shall be eternally grateful for. Do you have any way to lock in? I don't actually. Not that I remember. Which hopefully, when they do the HD remasters, they perhaps you know, remap the combat so you can at least lock onto an opponent or you know, just at least have like the tracking a bit better. Although I assume in time I'll get used to it. In this game, you fight a lot of people, a lot more than the first one. In general, I find the first, you know, couple of hours of the first game genuinely quite slow paced, whereas this one is a bit more easier, I think, in terms of the pacing anyway. Not sure if anyone's alarmed by this fully grown man running after this child in the slowest chase in the world. Some of the fails are brilliant, and I'm sure throughout these streams there'll be plenty of them. QTEs were a bit of a thorn in my side, especially towards the end of the game as well. Like the time you have to hit them is very short. Come on, you little toe rag. Wee little snapper. Violence isn't the way, Robbie G. Well, you know, violence might not be the way for everything, but it solves a few things, you know. So, just gonna follow the boy in the back of the street. This is too dark, like Rapist Simulator 2018. Yeah, it is just like Rapist Simulator 2018, which personally, I'm looking forward to what they do with Rapist Simulator 2019. I feel like 2017 was a bit of a low point for the franchise. I think 2018 had some interesting ideas. Really started to up their game. Really started to up the simulation, moving away from arcade, and I really hope they carry on in that vein in 2019 and not, you know, push on with the hard monetization and stuff. Because, you know, when you play that sort of game, you don't want to be. Yeah. I'm going to end this now because I realise this is part of my stream. And Sid, I feel as you're a bad influence. You're a naughty man, and I shan't have any part of it. Although I probably will. So, One Chai, we've just found out is on the other side of King's Road, which is very helpful because we would absolutely know where a King's Road is. That's really fucking helpful. I need to find the come over guest house in One Chai, which will actually be a temporary home for a while. Make angry love, not angry war. That is a philosophy to live by. I love me some angry love. Yeah, angry love is the best. It's just like, oh, I fucking love you, but I'm gonna stab you. A sort of love. That's proper love, yo. That's deep. That's real. God, I don't have to talk some shit sometimes. Really do. So what happens when I get on a stream all by myself is I'm like unfiltered, talking the shit that goes on in my head. Paddy does like himself a bit of a bad boy, Sid. So I think play your cards right, mate. You might be in there, man. Might have to put your finger up his butt. If you haven't noticed, this is not a family-friendly stream. If there are any children here, rest assured that you will not be raped. You know what? I feel like I need to move away from that area. Right, so this is the King's Road. We found the King's Road, thank God, because I wanted to move away from that conversation. I've already done this bit, Rio. Hey, we've just got a subscriber. Thanks to 6 cents. Appreciate it. If you're watching the stream. Not sure if it appeared in the actual on the sub goals and that. I don't know. I haven't checked it, but yeah. Paddy was unavailable to stream this weekend, seeing as how he has flown away, who knows where to. So I thought I would start off my play of Shenmue 2. Whilst Paddy was unable to do Ocarina of Time this week. So next weekend will be the last part of Paddy playing through Ocarina of Time. And then after that, I will be carrying on with a Shenmue right through until the end. Paddy's explained this whole thing in a much shorter period of time in what I managed to do. But for someone who's got a speech disorder, I ain't half fucking wordy, son. You know karate. Rio's so cold. He's having none of it. Rio, don't give away that dick for free, though. Bitches, and we've got to work hard for it. We'll get attacked whilst you sleep. Well, what if I like that? Is Paddy the guy who's doing the water temple? Yeah, that was him, unfortunately. Take away a spanner. Your spanner will be removed. Once the hammer's been removed, it cannot be given back. So they want me to find the come over guest house, which, to be fair, I know where it is, you know. I know my way around these parts. Ain't my first rodeo, as they say. I don't know who they are. Oh, nice. Now I know his name. Yeah, it is a good name. Although he is disappointingly doesn't sound as Irish as what his name suggests. When I first met Paddy, I was expecting, oh, howdy, I'm Paddy, farty fart. But it was none of that, mate. None of that. What a letdown. It's a joke. At least name yourself after how you sound. I think Paddy looks more like a... He's definitely more of a Gary than he is a Paddy, I think. That is a question for the stream. If Paddy wasn't called a Paddy, what name should he be? So this is the hotel / motel that we'll be staying at for a short period of time. Now these charge a rate of like $36, something about between $30 and $40 per night, which I always used to be a good person and pay. But I actually worked out, well, I don't know if this is true or not. I've never had any consequence of it. But if you just say, I don't have the money, there's no consequence to it. So I just keep saying I don't have the money, even if I have loads of money. But and in this scene, he's pretty damn rude anyway. So. Judith goes with Elijah. Paddy calls him Captain Adequate Package, which I would say you are above average, mate. So don't knock yourself down. We got recommended this hotel through Joy, who seems like an upstanding and a classy sort of girl. So word of mouth is very important. Especially back in 1986, Japan, just before like the economic boom. Well, actually, I think it was maybe during the economic boom. I don't know. My knowledge of Japanese 80s history is not the best. Barry, actually. you definitely look more like a Barry. If you introduce yourself and said, "Hello, my name is Barry," I'd be like, "Yeah, I am not questioning that." The fact you introduce yourself as a Paddy makes you think you're under some sort of witness protection or something. Okay, I've gone into first person and I can't get out. Right. So you get these things here, and this was not in Shenmue 1, but it's in Shenmue 2. You get these flyers which list, these are from pawn shops that can buy your that is a good one. Yeah, so there's these pawn shops where you have your capsule toys and you can sell them at them. But all of the different pawn shops buy and sell different capsule toys for different amounts, so you kind of have to, you know, see what sets you got and see what you can get the most value for. There's a creepy ass face.
宿代は1泊38ドルだ。38ドルですか。ああ、ジョイに免じて特別割引だ。毎朝払ってもらうよ。いいな。はい。Porn. Is there any true real difference between pronouncing porn and porn and porn? I can't see. There's no difference. Porn. A pawn shop. Porn. How do you pronounce porn differently than porn? Ah, kill me. So now we're free to go out and experience the joys of the world. In terms of the story, where I'm supposed to go next, I believe it's to find an address, which is in a different quarter. I know where the quarter is, but I don't know what the there. South Carmaine. I assume QR means a quarter. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna keep thinking it does. So don't judge me, though. Thing is, Sid, I'm not sure. Like if you do get it, I think I need to say it at least 12 more times. So something you can do in this game is, if you want a job, you go up to someone, press triangle, and ask them if they'll give you a job. Unfortunately, this place are pretty full, so I can't work here. But there are other gambling stands. Yeah, I'll look around, thank you. Now, I think the one you can work at is actually not far away from where the guest house had. So we're gonna, now we have had our money robbed and we're currently standing at 0 Hong Kong dollars. We're gonna try and earn some of that precious money back, or else we won't be able to pay. Well, we're not planning to pay the guy in the morning, but I believe this guy will give us a job. Okay, I'm gonna help this guy. So, this is one of the jobs that you can get in Shenmue 2, which is helping run one of these gambling stands. It involves you playing a mini game against the customers, which more than often than not you lose. Well, I lose anyway. I was rubbish at this. Even though I'm not sure if it takes any sort of skill. But you get given $300 and you play for $50 a game, and if you play against or somebody, I believe you get to keep half of the profit. Does this game contain any wise uncles? You know what, this game does involve quite a few wise masters. You can find a sugar daddy. Oh, there's our first mark, I can tell. How about a game of lucky hit? This guy. That fucking tank bruck row.
We have our first challenge. So you play this for an hour. I think an hour. Once an hour of in-game time's passed, you can move on. So it's drop the marble into the thing. That's basically what it is. But I spent an extraordinary amount of time as a child playing this. So you got to get it into the circles and not into the X's. Simple as that. So I'm going to go from the sides and see if it eventually flows inwards. I have to find a good flow. Well, looks good. Right. Good. So this game actually spreads the costs 4 discs. This is back in the day where they used to have to split games across discs because the game was bigger than they could fit on a single disc. So there may be certain times during these streams where I have to sort of switch to another screen whilst I go and do some disc changes and stuff. Not completely sure if we'll get to the end of disc 1 in this playthrough. I can't necessarily remember exactly where the end of disc 1 is. Well, I know the scene just before it, but the stuff you have to do until you get there? Not sure. That is true. If anyone can have a sugar daddy. A sugar daddy? Yeah. Enough said. This guy's got all 3 in. I bet I missed this one. Absolute butt cheese. I called it, didn't I? Didn't I fucking call it? I'm a pro, you know what? You're a pro at dropping a marble into like a wooden box. Not that I'm a sore, not that I'm a sore a loser or anything, but I get the fuck out of my face. Right, now we've got to win this shit back, haven't we? We're already $50 down. Our new boss is not going to be impressed with us. We'll be having harsh words. I reckon the guy in the tie, he looks like he's walking with purpose. Yeah, he's making a beeline straight for us. Why would you come over if you didn't want to play? So it looks like Judith's trying to line up with Sid. Classic of Judith, really. Oi! Oi! You look like the kind of guy who gambles. Absolutely buggered. I'm very intrigued to see if Judith managed to acquire herself a sugar daddy during one of our streams. I'd feel like then finally this channel has managed to achieve something. So next one, he's decided to play on the other board. Let's see what the lay of the land is here. But once we're done this, I'm gonna have a little sleep, I think. Not me personally, obviously. The guy in the game. Of course, no, Judith. That sounds like a yes to me. Well, the fact there's ambiguity seems to suggest that he's absolutely fine with it. But did he miss or did he hit it on the first go? Losing attention.
My attention span wavers. Oh, no, no. Yeah. Eat a fat one. I'm gonna earn your money. I'm underage and I'm working at a gambling store. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, because Rio... Well, it was his 18th birthday when his father was murdered, so I assume he's still 18. So, we definitely have the lead now. If he misses this one, he's in big trouble. Big trouble indeed. Oh, yeah. Oh, titty wank bags. Right. If I win this one, I think that's a win. Oh, look at that droppage. Top quality droppage. A lucky hit game is up. Oh, go on, son. Go on. Oh, mate, almost bounced over. Is that a draw? What happens? A sudden death. Does that mean if he wins, he has to kill me? Sudden death always feels such a harsh term for, you know, the way to score a game. Sudden death. Does that mean I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm? Is that what that means? Because that's literally what a sudden death is. Again, I'm going to repeat my earlier point. I apologise that I talk a lot of shit. Something me and Paddy talked about this the other week about what do you do? I win, bros. Amazing. This is top quality YouTube content, guys. I think a lot of people appear on this channel and go, how the hell do these guys only have 200 subscribers? These guys should be bigger than like Oprah. A sudden death board game, yeah. So, I don't know, just anytime I hear the term a sudden death, you just think, God, that seems really harsh for whatever that you're doing. Why is it called that? Like, if it was called a sudden win, I'd be more on board with that. I think normally you play with 3 people before the guy returns, so if I win this, I win $25, which is not enough to cover the rent. But can't you just beat people up and take their money? Unfortunately, you can't. It's more of one of those, you know, walk around and talk to people for a bit whilst they talk rubbish to you, and then you go in somewhere and then there's some people doing things that are clearly wrong and you're quite a righteous person, so you hit them in the face because their values do not match up with yours, and you know, normally when people's values don't like a line, a conflict emerges. I really want to win this match, but I don't think this game will actually let me. If he scores this one, I think we're pretty much looking at a game over sort of territory. Yeah. So if I miss this, it's already a game over. Let's drop it in. Oh, that was not the drop I was hoping for. Does not look good, guys. I've drifted over. Oh, I've drifted back to the right. That's where you want to be. That's the good area, son. Go on, son. Go on, son. Oh, no. Yes. That's what we're about, guys. This game's fucking sick, bro. Ooh. Yeah, fuck you. No, not over that side. On the left. Left is the sweet area. Right is the bad news. Ah, bad news. Bad news bears. It's over. It's over, guys. He had all 3 in. Perfect. Literally out of the 2 people I played, the 2 people that I lost against, got all 3 in. And what can you do? What about that? Dramatically unfair. Calling it a shenanigans right now. So we're about halfway through this stream. We've made barely any progress whatsoever. But I feel through this experience we all got to know. Oh, looks like the owner's returned. Through this experience, we all got to know each other a little bit worse. And for that, I'm happy, I suppose. Oh, I'm not doing this anymore. No, mate. I quit. I'm never doing that ever again. You don't get paid for losing money. That's called fucking slavery, mate. That's what that's called. Fucking what kind of pyramid scheme is that? Hours work, hours pay. Going to my fucking union, son. And you're going to be in fucking trouble because they'll fucking have you. Right, Rio's off to bed because he's a sleepy little pooper. Rio's had a busy day. And it's best he get himself to sleep before the monsters appear. I lied, this game has no monsters. Oh mate, I can see a 50p under my monitor. I'm king of the world. I mean, no one has been here to the funeral of a dream. It's true. I genuinely have no idea what any of you were talking about, but what? Okay. Do what you need to. Do a save in case things go sideways. Game save complete. I'll have to take your word for it. Cool. So we are going to go to Sleepy Pops. Rio's had a very busy day. He needs to sleep it off. He's come all the way from Japan. Because he's got to find his dad's killer. Cool. Hey, he does enjoy an early start, Rio. Looks like a motorbike is appearing outside. No doubt some sort of a ruckus will appear.
Joy.
What color is your hair? I cannot determine. And if you say strawberry blonde, I'm gonna nut you. He doesn't even have little Rio PJs. No, unfortunately not. This game would be a clear a 10 out of 10. Like if he did. I only have 0, so unfortunately I can't. Felipe's joined us. Hey buddy, how's it going? If you have time to wander around, then go and earn yourself some cash. You're not my dad. Is what I'd say in that situation, because obviously his dad's dead. And for all I know, he could very well be my dad. Haven't seen him for quite some time. He could very well, in the 90s at some point, have been warped inside of a video game and made to run this hotels. It's a plausible story. I don't think he said anything there. I believe Rio just made the noise "Hi mama mama," which I feel. I feel that at times. Muma mama is very important. That's what I should have called the title of the stream. Huma mama, nuna mama, which I seem to change slightly each time. And this guy's well excited. Go play darts, you can make quick money and pay for the hotel. I don't even want to pay for the hotel, mate. This is the thing. People often end up paying for the hotel, but I just end up not paying for it. From what I remember, there's no repercussions of just not paying them. Although time will tell. Time will tell. The ginger chick has some nice tits. Yes. Although, of all the virtual tits I've seen, of which there have been plenty, I wouldn't even say they go in my top 10. The virtual tits. I think virtual tits have been done much better than Joy, unfortunately. As much as I love Shenmue 2 and I'll say loads of positive things about it, when I think of tits, I don't think of Shenmue 2. Unfortunately. Yeah, make some money for the fights. Yeah, I'll get that covered off. I've bought quite a lot of capsule toys, which I'll probably sell at pawn shops. That's probably going to be my way where I make a lot of money. Now, for some reason, this guy wants you to carry from things from that forklift a pallet to the other forklift a pallet, which kind of makes no sense, because wouldn't you just move the forklift a pallet as opposed to moving the boxes? That way, I think they would use half the amount of pallets and save themselves quite a lot of time. You just press the direction. If he doesn't say anything, you just press forward. But obviously, for some reason, he doesn't want to just walk in a straight line. He wants to walk in all sorts of directions, which you get given an hour to do this. So at the minute it is 10:10, and once we get to 11 o'clock, it'll stop. But you get paid $10 for each crate, I believe. And as long as you're holding the crate, you still get paid for it. So I'm glad you agree, Sid. There are better tits. I reckon one of our videos we should make for the channel is 7 best tits in video gaming. I think that will bring in all of those juicy views, yo. The shame forklift races aren't in Shenmue 2. Yeah, it would have been nice to have it as an optional part, or at least some form of something that's quite similar. Although I do still find they give you plenty of things to get on with in this game. I mean, you don't necessarily have to worry about it. Oh, mate, I pressed it. Alright, mate. This is a team, and if I dropped it, you also fucking dropped it as well, son. Those noises he makes, though, yeah, he does really enjoy his job. For some reason, the more crates he does, the more crazy he gets, which makes literally no sense whatsoever. But does everything always need to make sense? I'd argue not. Mickey da. At least we know the Japanese word for left and right. So now they introduce this thing that if they said left twice, you got to press left twice for reasons. So, for those of you who don't know, we're Twisted Bard Gaming. We do streams and the videos and the such. We have a weekly series called One Life of Review, where we try and complete a video game with just one life. They come out every Friday. If you enjoy that sort of thing, we do these streams. We do Thursday nights, which are normally quite shorter streams. You know, where we play party games and things that are a bit shorter. And Saturday night streams which are very much longer. We play through games that are a bit more than a 2 or 3 parter. Oh, I was thinking too much about my promotion and not enough about the game, and now he told me off. What else do we do? Oh yeah, Wednesdays we got the 8-bit debaters, which is a show where we argue about a video game. So we normally have a big question of a week. We put it forward to some of the guys, and we have an argument about it and see who wins. And that goes out every Wednesday. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of stuff, hit that subscribe button, and you will see more of that stuff, I suppose. So I think I do the whole self-promotion thing every half an hour, 45 minutes or so, which I think is fairly reasonable. I think more than that, and it's being a pretty fucking self-indulgent, if you ask me. Why can't you just walk straight instead of left, right? Oh, look at that, son. I am not playing games. I'm tuned in now. You guys can just suck a fat one. I was like, so. Oh mate, those threes, they come out of nowhere. I reckon I can pick up one more box in this time. That is a nice, cool and clean $60, fam. I think this brings us to 11 o'clock, guys. It should. I mean, I keep going, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty precise. As soon as you hit that 11 o'clock mark, they stop. I mean, we're on our way, but no, it's over, guys. This is the most over-the-top box moving I've ever seen. I agree. An hour for 5 boxes. Someone fire them, please. Yeah, that is true. I mean, technically, we did 6, so you know. I'd first aim for the ones who did 5 first and sat them. Then, if you still need to cut costs, then you know, I'll get rid of all the ones who only did 6. I'll take on the 5 crew first. So that's how we can earn a bit. There's another option in this game, how to earn a bit of money, which is nice, I suppose. So we've got about 45 minutes left on the stream. We're still cracking on thing. We've got to find the Yan Tin Apartments in Carmain Quarter. In South Carmain Quarter is called. Which, fortunately for you sexy little bitches, I know approximately where that is. For any of the Shenmue veterans who might be watching this stream, please shout out in chat if there's anything that I'm running past, because I am conscious there are a lot of scenes in this game that I haven't seen, and I sort of genuinely, I do have a bit of an explore on that, and I've seen a lot of the extra stuff, but more often than not, I make a bit of a beeline for where the story is. And I know there is a bunch of stuff in this game I've never seen, so evil music is afoot. This guy wants to sell me the photo he took of me on the first day with his beautiful glasses. And I do like the little blue bit in his hair. I think that's a nice touch.
それなら30ドルにしましょう。しつこいぞ。それなら10ドル。悪いけど急いでるんだ。まあまあそうおっしゃらずに。せっかく取ったんだからお願いしますよ。頼んだわけじゃない。なんだと？お前が取ってくれって顔してたから取ったんだ。
This guy's been awfully rude.
いいから10ドルで買え。
Oh, here comes Joy. Want to save our ass. Nice to see a strong female character who doesn't, who can come save a man, you know. 2001 and Shenmue was already laying down those principles, yeah. Who is Joy? Joy is her. Joy is the woman who you know, who's been helping us out for literally no reason. Probably because she's just a bit of a pervert. Look, Patty, Hong Kong. It's probably hot. I have no idea. Is Hong Kong hot? Is Hong Kong known for having a nice hot place? Is that a nice hot place, or is it in comparison to wherever Ryo's from in Japan? You know, because if it's hot, I think she should be free to wear whatever the damn well actually wants and not be judged. Paddy, you're being very judgmental today. Paddy, you're normally much better than this. So yeah, well, now we've got to find the South Carmane Quarter, which is back in Wanchai, and in there we're going to find the Yan Tin Apartments. Where I feel this part of the game, Paddy will be quite happy because I believe we meet some wise people. I'm never better than anything. Yeah, that's true. Like basically all other female video game characters. I don't know. There's some that are out there that haven't been sexualized very much. You got, you know, like the updated version of Lara Croft. You got Ahoy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Relatively strong characters that aren't sexualized. You got the, I can't remember her name, but Senua's a sacrifice. Is her name Senua? I don't know. I haven't played that game, so I couldn't speak for a sexuality in it. But you know, didn't seem like that game had much to do with sex. Not saying that you're not right, Judith. You actually are. The game is very overly sexualized, but you know, so's a culture. You know, and gaming's just a reflection of our culture. So if you blame anything, blame the fucking culture, alright? Blame us Western pigs on our ways. And obviously, blame the Eastern pigs and their ways, because this game is made in the East, so. This is the South Carmane Quarter. Which Ryo repeats, because he don't believe I did a good enough job. Classic Ryo. I've set the subscriber target. Don't know if you've seen it, Paddy, but I've put it a bit higher this month. We normally sort of trying to be aimed for increments of 25 per month, and this month we went, you know, we hit a 200 at the end of last month, and we want to really push, and we're going to go and aim for 250 by the end of June. So we're going to have to work our fucking socks off for that, because When you're a small YouTube channel, getting subscribers is fucking hard work. It really is. I am blaming a culture. True. A culture can go fucking do one, as far as I can see.
太極拳か。
そこな少年。
俺ですか。
お主、憲法をやっとるな。
ええ、多少は。
Oh.
見たところ、
Wise old man in a park.
の流れを組んでおるな。
Underneath, lovely red trees.
俺は。
待て待て、わしが当ててみせよう。
Practicing a Tai Chi.
身のこなしから見て、高剣。いや、する剣か。
いや、だから俺は。
Paddy's all about the 2D butts. He loves himself a nice, a flat ass.
一体どうやって太極拳と手合わせを。
How do I spar against Tai Chi?
打ち込んでまいれ。
This is a guy that you can come to the park and practice with. Tai Chi is a fake martial art, by the way. Well, I'm sure many people in Tai Chi would disagree. And Tai Chi, technically, I mean, it is a martial art, but it's also not a martial art. So, if that's what you're are referring to. What do I know? I literally do not know much about martial arts.
太極拳に攻撃があるなんて。
進化太極拳じゃ。多くの流派は5から入り10に至る。じゃが太極拳は10より入り5に至る。10に見えて5なきというわけではない。
I reckon this wise old master is going to disagree with you, Sid.
やっと一人前かの。
You cannot complete
勉強になりま
until
した。
you attain both.
わしは剣
Remember that.
という。
It's important.
お主は
葉月です。
ところでお主の武術は
柔術です。
Jujitsu.
んまあ機会があればまた手合わせを。
Give him a bow of
こ
respect
ちらこそ。
for being our superior.
柔術なんじゃそりゃ。
And there we go. And now we should be able to go to the Yantin apartments and find the master. Master of Man Mo Temple. This is what we're trying to find. This, going back to the first game, you were given a letter warning you
ここはなんだろうか。当李承老師は。
about the Phoenix mirror and stuff, and it was sent by this guy that you're now trying to find in Hong Kong. For more answers, you find that someone who runs Manmo Temple is a contact of someone in the first game, and they will help you find the person they're trying to find. Tell that old master try his martial art with me. I'd hit him so hard he'll go to another realm with your space punch.
今度はどんな悪さをする気なんだい。
Ultimate punch.
今度来たって私は立ち退かないよ。
俺は当李承さんを訪ねてきたんです。
あんたみたいなチンピラがトゥーリーショーさんになんのようだい。
知ってるんですか。
地上げ屋が会えるようなお人じゃないよ。
俺は地上げ屋なんかじゃ。
Give me your land shark.
とっとと帰っとくれ。
There's no need for that. I've been called a lot of things in my time,
ここ
but
動かないからね。
land shark is just not right, fam. Oh, that's it. I talked to one of the people in the other rooms. He tries to blackmail me. He'll try to black out a TO5, isn't it?
人が住んでないのか。
205? Go to room 205. Okay.
なんだ、うるせえな。
すいません。あなたが当李承老師ですか？
Don't think he is.
見りゃわかるだろ
じゃあ、老師は？
う。ここにはもういねえよ。引っ越したらしいぜ。
どこに引っ越したか知ってますか？
引っ越し先は知らねえけどな。
何か知っているんですね。
腹減ったな。
Hungry and he
朝
hasn't
か
eaten
ら
all
何も
day.
食ってねえんだよな。
That is a pickle, certainly.
は？
鈍いやつだな。払うもん払えば教えてやるって言ってんだよ。
Oh. He wants me to pay him for the information. Now, I know there's an option that you don't have to pay him.
わかりました。でもその前に。
ちゃっかりしてんな。まあいいか。ブンブーなんとかって聞いたぜ。
ブンブなんとか。
Man
わか
knows
りました。
something.
ありがとうございます。
え？おい、金はどうした？
ありがとうございました。
Ha! We got the information out without paying a penny.
じゃあ頑張って探しな。
So, we got to find a place called Manmo something. And that will be where the person is, where we're trying to find. Manmo something. Where could that possibly be? I wouldn't know. I love the music in these games. So, these games are made by mostly Japanese team, but I know the lead developer Yu Suzuki is very much loves Chinese culture and like Chinese martial arts, and and very much these stories and games are very much a love letter, really, from sort of him to Chinese heritage and a culture. There you go. Fun fact of the day, kids. There's some Manmo places in this direction. You've got Manmo China and Manmo Antiques. These could be the places we're trying to find. I mean, I know that they're not, but they could well be. Should go and ask around these places, see if they know who or where Alisho Tower is. I assume that's how it's pronounced. I have genuinely no idea. The Manmo Antiques. Let's see what they say. Even though I know full well this is not the right place, and I know where the right place is, I'm still gonna do it. So it all makes sense. Hello.
すいません。
どうぞ。
ひょっとして当李承老師がこ
That's
ちら
wrong
に
for Li Xiaotao.
私一人ですが。
文部がつくお店にいると聞いてきたんですが。
So we've got about half an hour left on the stream. I think we're going pretty well. Making a little bit of progress now. This is not the right Manmo place. So it's a place called Manmo. A temple is actually where we need to find. Although we do not. I know that. Yeah, I know that. But, a little run up here. Maybe we get the aeroplane scene. Nope, no aeroplane today. Punch the old lady for informations. You're just not a very happy person, are you, Sid?
この先は高課題か。
You just need a little bit more, like, I don't know, just joy in your life, perhaps. You seem like you are quite angry on the inside. And you externalize that with your crude a sense of humour, when really inside you're in quite a large amount of pain. Which I understand, bro. I understand that, man. And you should always feel free to talk about that sort of
stuff. 'Cause that stuff, I can kill you. Don't half talk some shit sometimes, guys. Found Manmo Temple. Thank God, bro. So let's go and have a little chinwag with people. Actually, I'm here early. I remember now. This place is supposed to be closed. Maybe I'll go and talk to some more Manmo places and come back. Just turn the stream into a pajama party, Rob. Awesome. I'm very proud of you, mate. I'm sure you have very affecting pajamas as well. Right, we will press on, find some more Manmo places. Even though we found the right place, for some reason it's not right in the sense of, like, normally you walk in there, it triggers a cutscene and some stuff happens. So I reckon I've ran too far forward in the story. We got Manmo herb medicine. Let's go and have a look in there. And Judith's putting on her pajamas as well. I have a confession. I am already wearing, well, my bottom half is wearing pajamas. My top half is a little bit more outdoorsy, but that's because I want to give the appearance on the stream that, I don't know, if I wore my fluffy pajamas and my dressing gown on stream, it'll feel weird. Pillow fight. I'm not very good at pillow fights. I bruise really easily. So now they want me to go to Manmo China Shop, which is the one with the big sign that says Manmo China Shop, and we'll go in. Only in lingerie. So, well, the pillows or the fighters.
すいません。何かね。こちらに当李翔さんという方いらっしゃいますか。当李翔。はい。いや、聞かないんだな。老子ということなんですが。老子？はい。それなら文武病じゃないか。そうですか。
We're gonna check out Manmo Temple.
文武病というのは。
It's weird how I've just been there.
店を出てまっすぐですか。ああ、しばらく道なりに行って階段を上ると文具祭館の前に
Follow street, climb the stairs, find Manmo Bistro, turn left, turn right, up the street, up the stairs on the left, and you're there, son.
そうですか。どうも。
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right. So we are on our way out now. My arm is trapped on a cable. So let's go and up to Manmo Temple and see what the crack is up there. See what kind of nonsense I can get myself involved in. Beautiful country china shop. Worship Buddha altar shop. All important retailers at the time. Alistair may have guns, but I have rocket in my pants. Nice. And not the best vegetable I'd put in your pants, but I'd go more with an aubergine. I think that sells the package much better than a lettuce, but to each their own, sir. This is Manmo Temple, right? Right.
ちょっといいかな。 メダメ、後にしてよ。サボるとうるさいんだ、ここの同志様は。説教食らいたくないしね。
Alright.
そうか。
Something ain't right. This place is not supposed to look like this. Just it all closed up, and I woke up and they were like, "Ooh, what are you doing here?"
ちょっといいかな。
But it's open.
すみません。今、後に。そうか。
No, I don't want to come back later.
聞きたい。今。
I want to sort my business out now. Can I go in the temple? Is that going to change anything? Trigger a cutscene? Or maybe it's all shut afterwards, actually. Yeah, I think it's when you come back and try and find out about the Four Wood. Get myself well confused. This person looks important.
当李将という老師をご存知ありませんか？
あなたは
日本から来ました。当李将老師を探しているんです。
日本からあいにくだけどその老師のことは何も知らない。
Racist. Soon she knew it, found out I was from a different a country. She wanted none of it.
君は老師に会いたいのか？老師をご存知なんですか？これが紹介状です。紹介状？
Got a letter of introduction. I should be greeted.
確かに老師から伺ったこともあるんだ。それじゃあ、しかしこれだけでは老師に合わせるわけにはいかない。君は4つの部徳を知っている。
Do you know the Four Wood?
4つの部徳？
Even in real life, there's a lot more than just Four Wood. There's a lot more of them. But
その体を見れば
punch her, get infos.
部徳と武術家に
Punching does not answer everything. Sometimes a kick or a poke is needed.
それが分かったら老師はきっと会ってくださる。
If you so now, in order to meet this master, I have to understand the Four Wood, which is very, very wood. I find. We have 20 minutes left, folks. We're going to keep cracking on, see if we can learn a few bits about the Four Wood before we see the stream out. So we have to go out and find about the Four Wood, which we'll find out from, you know, different martial artists and such out there in the world. So. Occasionally one needs to use a gentle a tickle. That is true as well. Sometimes you can do that to go what you want. Well, you know? It was the woman
あなたはさっきの
from the place before. I believe the one that Sid wanted us to punch.
なぜ文部病に？
私には一つの願いがある。そのためにずっとお参りを続けているの。
Very profound.
あなたにもあるようね。
聞きたいことがあるんです。
何かしら。
部徳をご存知ですか？
Do you know what wood is?
部徳は
How
自分で
rude.
学び取るもの。
でも一体どうすれば？
Judith, I'm very calm always. Exactly what an angry person would say.
尋ねてみることね。
A martial artist. So we've got to talk to different martial artists to see if we can learn things about wood. So where have we seen a martial artist in our travels? Maybe. Just maybe. We might have met one. Perhaps the Tai Chi man? Perhaps him? Maybe. So, let's run down to the Tai Chi man and see if he knows anything about wood. About the wood. A belting soundtrack on this. I sound like I'm joking, and I'm not. It's fucking brilliant. Anyone who says otherwise, I'll come over to your house and fucking stab you. It's just literally as simple as that. Not playing any games. Don't disagree with me, or else I will shank you. Pretty much how I roll. Let's ask this guy about wood. Oh, it's a spar first. Well, so someone always wants something. Let's see if we can land a punch on him this time. Oh, mate. Who's in trouble now, son? Who's in trouble now with your slippery little ways? Yeah, cross palm kick. Oh, get out of here. Run. Oh, almost got him there. Yeah, son. You want to stab people and I'm the angry one. Pretty much. Thing is, I have a release for my anger. I managed to push mine out through my, stabbing, whereas you just let it build, and that I'm afraid is very just saw your comment. Punch the old cunt until it talks about wood. Yeah, that's how I roll. Man, that guy's got some impressive eyebrows. Coming to the last quarter of an hour of the stream now, so we're gonna learn something from this old wise geezer. Grow his people. We're learning a new move, the Iron Palm of Tai Chi. Gather strength in your arms and legs at the same time. Strike forth with that strength. Remember that. Now try the Iron Palm on that tree. It's something I can do. I press a punch and kick at the same time, and there you go. I like it because it beeps and it shows you what you did on there. Feels like the future, yo. To know wood, you need kung fu, then more kung fu, and even more. Good. So now, I have to repeatedly punch this tree until I've learned the move, which is important, I feel. all the fun you can have in a video game, and I'm standing here, I'm standing here punching a fucking tree. Well, so I can see on my VMU, which you guys can't see, is how much more I have to keep hitting the tree, and you guys can't see that. Only me. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is a sick hit, bro. 2 of them in a row. Ah, dirty blue. What about that sweet yellow, son? You know about this thing, it doesn't, every time it swings, it doesn't go up to full. It only does that every now and again. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to. Fuck you, tree. I disagree with your principles. Fuck this tree, yeah. So we're about 1/3 of the way through this tree. I need to control my timing. I need to find more important things to do with your day, mate, to be honest, yeah. Oh, look at that. Some power there, son. I want to get 1 full, but not very easy. Centralize all your body's strength. It's fucking easy for you to say, mate. This tree's trying to have a fucking fight with me. Ah, let down, Rob. Watch out for the timing. Easier said than done when sometimes it doesn't even go all the way up. Oh, this game's a con. Yes, Rio, you saying it over and over again is not going to help, is it? Right, this time. Oh, mate, we are on our way. I'd say we're about 3/4 full. Yeah, just leave us to it then. Stop talking bollocks. Right. You have this, guys. Oh, look at that. Doing some damage now, boys. And lady. Slash ladies, because we don't know who else is watching the stream. It's nice that we've got a chatty a community, but we also appreciate those people who just like to sit there and watch. The ones who don't speak. I shall speak for you. On your behalf. Right. 1 more clean strike, I reckon, and we are golden. Ah, that is not a clean strike, Rob. Yeah, that's what we're about. Wop wop. Fuck you, tree. Sometimes it doesn't go all the way up. Hashtag name of your sex tag. It is. Sometimes it doesn't even go all the way up. Classic Paddy. Gone. One of the wooed. Show off. I reckon we loosened it first. We loosened it up, and then he just, you know. If that was me, that's what I'd say. Okay, we've learned one of the wooed. Thank Christmas Christ. Whatever Christmas Christ is, I'm sure it's just the same as a regular Christ. I thank him for it. Alright, let's see if he knows any more martial arts. Any more martial arts-ish? Any more martial arts-ish, I think, is the term I'm staying with. I'm not going to correct it. The Guang Martial Arts School. Let's try that out. In the Green Market Quarter. The master is called Shushan. Shushan? Shushan? I have no idea. Local jobless man punches tree. See, Sid, you have. I just assumed he has no job. Perhaps his job is perhaps he does a job. Perhaps he's a pharmacist. You know, heads towards the pharmacy, does like weekend shifts, and then hangs out in the park practicing Tai Chi for the rest of the time. When you make an assumption, it makes an ass out of you and me. I don't know. It's some sort of saying, but so I believe this is the place. The Guang Martial Arts School. So let's go and ask him about Wood. Here's my guest. Let him through. Yeah, I think that's the saying that I was trying to say, but you know, Paddy, you know my strength isn't words, bro. It's I don't know what my strength is, but it's not words. I have a lot of hair on my head. I don't know if that's a strength, but definitely is a thing. It's a lovely chair he's got. Stop looking at my eyes. I am not qualified to tell you about Wood. Well. Classic old people. You can do 3 push-ups, can you? Oh, you can. Who's you in this case? Is that me or? I need details. Would you ever consider cutting your hair short? I mean, I've had short hair. Like if my hair was short, it wouldn't ruin my work. Well, the reason why my hair is long, that's not necessarily because I love long hair. It's just I don't like small talk, and the reason why that means I have long hair is because when you go and get your hair cut at barbers, they want to ask you where you're going on holiday, and they'll ask you like what you're doing at the weekend, and you know what colour's your toothbrush and all that. You know, loads of stuff that you don't. I actually didn't. Did I finish that conversation? I have no idea. Yeah, so I don't do small talk. I don't like places where I go to and people talk shit to me. So barbers and hairdressers are places I genuinely avoid, which results in a longer hairdo. Unfortunately, it is a side effect of my own neuroses, I suppose. I don't do people, not in a customer service way, or not in any kind of way, not in that way, not in a way where I sat down while someone's holding something sharp, talking to me about where I want to go. So you stream for hours, and yeah, I can talk to people I know, great with people I know, love people I know, fucking brilliant. They are the best sort of people. People I don't know can fuck off. Especially ones that small talk. You know, there's a saying amongst us stutterers. Those who small talk are just fucking cruel. No, that is not a saying at all. But, ladies and jelly spoons, I think I'm going to call it an end of the stream there. I think we made a lot of fantastic progress. Unlike this last game, we can actually save the game at any point that we want. So I'm going to save that there. We've made some, yeah, like I said, I think we've made some fantastic progress. It's been a nice stream. Normally, I actually make these last a bit longer on a Saturday, but no, I'm going to call this one early as I got shit to do, yo. I got people to see. I got, you know, sleep to do, and unfortunately you can't have me all the time, only part of the time. Paddy, I want to apologise because all the graphics here are all fucking wrong. That says Bards Uncut when this is not a Bards Uncut stream, this is a WePlay. We don't do the Bards Uncut thing anymore. what colour is your toothbrush? My colour of my toothbrush is not a colour at all because I have one of those Philips Sonic Air ones that are just white. So there you go, white. So white is a colour. The answer is white. So yeah, that's the end of this part 1 stream. Thank you for everyone for coming. The main people I want to thank. I want to thank Judith, as always. You're a beautiful person. I want to thank Paddy, who's also a beautiful person. I want to thank Sid. I want to thank Alistair, and I want to thank that guy at the start that I can't remember his name, and I'm sorry if you're still here, but you're still probably not still here, and you'll never watch the end of this video, so that's fine. And I want to thank the person who disliked the video as well, because that makes me insanely happy. If I can make people hate this, then I feel like I'm doing something really well. So I've been Rob, and this has been the first part of the stream. This stream will be back in 2 weeks' time. Next weekend you'll get the return of Paddy in his last part of Ocarina of Time, which he should be playing around about the same time next week at 10 PM. So tune in for that. We also have a live version of the 8-bit debaters coming up. That's going to be happening not Wednesday coming, Wednesday after. That's going to be happening during the heat of E3, where we're going to have a big live event during E3. It's going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours long. We're going to get a live chat involved, and everyone's gonna hopefully take part. If you're there in part of the chat, you can put questions forward that people have to argue about, and that'll be absolutely brilliant. So if you're interested, drop in. That'll be Wednesday the 13th. Don't have a calendar. It's the Wednesday on the week of E3, and that'll be again around about the 9 PM. We'll probably put out a video and a few posts to announce that. But if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, because that is where all the internet fame is, and that's what we're all about. And I've been Rob, and that's the end of my stream, bruh. Thanks. This is the buffer bit at the end, which I get told, if you're hearing this, I get told that my streams are cut too early, so I'm giving it about 30 seconds and I'm going to hit the button. So if you're hearing this, it's just part of it. But chances are I'll be halfway through this and now I'll just randomly cut out for no reason whatsoever. So